game.
11 of 17 from 3 for Lillard in the last game. Here he gets another one and misses this one. And 74%, you saw the numbers on the season, 10th in the league in rebounding. Coming off a double. For the most part, they're healthy now.
Yeah, and they're deep. And by the way, Phoenix has been struggling since they left this building.
Johnson gives it up. KBD jiggles in a three. Ray Jones, 12th in the league in assists, better than 6 per game. Gives it up here to Richardson. Josh. Passing. Ray Jones, 12th in the league in assists, better than 6 per game. Gives it up here to Richardson. Josh. Passing kept it alive, and again, and maybe Keldon gets credit for the bucket.
Had a 22-point quarter earlier this season.
Johnson, what a find, and Bassey finishes.
Great patience there from Charles, and Keldon finding him at the last second with Bassey.
You're into your season, so you're not having a lot of practice time even at that level.
Right.
Oh, Keldon Johnson drives and scores.
No shot blocker there. Allowed Keldon to get back in that play. They pretty much double-teamed him, and they forced the turnover.
Traveling call on Miller. Inside, Johnson again. It's sharp. Shows you what Sean's talking about.
The last possession down the floor. That time, Keldon just playing a little cat and mouse game, gets him off his feet and gets himself a couple of free throws.
74% at the lines, got 6 points.
Jeremy's got a little color going there, Bill. You notice.
I think 7 games have been decided by 1 to 3 points. Johnson rattles out. Richardson, his second straight bucket as Lillard brings it back inside 6 minutes to go. Grant lets it fly, long rebound. Johnson, last 4 games, 27, 32, 21, and 21 for Keldon. What was it he said after that block the other night in the final seconds? I was either going to block it or it was going to be goaltending.
That's all right.
He was not going to get that shot
right.
off. Spurs will have 4 games away from San Antonio before they return on the 26th. And in Mexico City against Miami as Johnson misses here. Bass.
Wouldn't that be something? Maybe have the officials show their stuff after every call, especially traveling calls. I love that.
Keldon Johnson!
Wouldn't that be something? Maybe have the officials show their stuff after every call, especially traveling calls. I love that. Keldon
Johnson end-to-end and lays it up and in.
Yeah, and then the Blazers already have 63.
Grant can't convert on this.
Oh, he dodged one there.
Yeah, you're relieved when he misses. Johnson again. What do I need to do to get a call? 22 for Lillard. The tip. Anybody's ball. Comes off to the Blazers. Lead back at 19, matching their largest that they had in the second quarter.
And that tells you right there, it tells you something about Damian Lillard, too.
Grant gave it away, trying to go to Hart. Keldon fakes the 3, goes to the hole, and scores.
There you go.
78-61 as Portland comes out of the timeout, immediately gets the bucket. Bassey.
He's got to be a threat there. Doesn't have to necessarily shoot a 3 ball. Well, because you're so afraid of him catching the basketball, you get yourself out of position trying to deny him.
Johnson, left hand, a little short. Nurkic saved it in time. Gives it right back to Jeremy Grant. 8:11 remaining in the third. Grant, this is the jumper. Rebound to Keldon. Backcourt it goes to Johnson. Glances up, 6 on the shot clock. Keldon, this scoop is good.
He continues to go at Yusef Nurkic.
Johnson lofts it into Gorgie Jang. Johnson, corner 3. They were napping at Keldon. Put him to sleep with him.
Now that's where when he plays against that zone and he's got his back turned to the basket, if you just turn around and face the basket, he'd find himself with a wide open shot.
His 9th 3 of the season. Came in 28th in the league at 73%. Keldon hits this one. And again, provided a spark. 14 points, 5 of 8 shooting. Johnson misses this one. It is saved by Eubanks, but unfortunately goes right to Lillard. Trey, he's going to go for another layup. Jang on the fake, underneath. Johnson, 2 more.
That goes against Pop's principles. He doesn't want to allow middle penetration. So the youngster, he's a fantastic defensive player. He's only going to get better, but he's going to take his lumps sometimes. That goes against Pop's principles. He doesn't want to allow middle penetration. So the youngster, he's a fantastic defensive player. He's only going to get better, but he's going to take his lumps sometimes.
McDermott calling for it. First to Keldon Johnson. Keldon rattles the corner three. And Keldon hits the first to make it 115-99. Johnson with 24. Swishes this one for 25.
Just let him get loose, and he's got an 18-point play in his bag.
All right. We're waiting. He gives it up here to Malachi Branham. Branham hits the three. Roby with three. And hits the three.
We've seen a lot of that from him where he gets a good look at it. He's got great form, and I continue to want him to shoot it more.
They're all tied at 108 with 25 seconds to go with the Thunder in Miami. Miami then goes to Houston tomorrow night. Johnson gets his first points as a Spur.
And Stanley Johnson gets a chance to show off a little bit of his touch.
Sharp rims the three. Johnson the rebound. 19-year-old. 122-110.
Has a lot of potential.
Carrying the ball.
Needs to be called more.
Branham.
Already the defenders are defenseless.
Winslow. Sharp and back out front. Spurs going to fall to 9-19 and have the 3-game winning streak snapped here. 3-pointer.